Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pioneer Stadium here on the campus of Cal State East Bay in Hayward, California. Thank you for joining us for today's CCAA conference matchup between the number 18 nationally ranked Cal Poly Pomona Broncos and your Cal State East Bay Pioneers. Coming into this one, the visiting Broncos come in with an overall record of 6-1-2 and a conference record of 1-0-1. On the other side of things, Pioneers sit atop the CCAA overall record of 3-4-1, but that conference record of 2-0. You love to see that for the Pioneers. Wins over Cal Poly Humboldt 2-1. And a win over Sonoma State 3-1. So once again, Cal State East Bay sitting at the top of the CCAA trying to keep that undefeated record here tonight. And they're going to have to do it against a fantastic Cal Poly Pomona Broncos team. Once again, ranked number 18 in the nation right now. And they're going to go with their guy in net. It's going to be Luke Garcia-Duenas. Garcia-Duenas, 9 games this season. He's given up only 4 goals and has 16 saves, record of 6-1-2. Only did not play 25 minutes this season. On the other side in net is going to be the sophomore Don Corona. Corona 4 games so far this season, 5 goals allowed, 9 saves, 2-1-1 record. And we are ready to get things underway. So an early goal kick here. The biggest thing is going to be for the Pioneers to just stay in it early. You don't want to let the Broncos get on top early. You just want to kind of hang around. Maybe even you end up jumping out to that early lead, but just controlling this dangerous offensive attack from the Broncos. One person they're going to look to get things going on the offensive side of things is Yuto Hariyama. Is that one just up and over the head of Isert. So it'll be a throw in here for the Broncos. And now we're going to get a throw in here for the Pioneers, just hanging out on the far side of the field. A lot of times you'll see early on in these matches, both teams just trying to feel out what the other side is doing, trying to figure out that attack as this one goes back to Corona, now works it inside to Gibbons. They're going to work it around. Pioneers are going to want to dominate just time of possession and where this ball is hanging out. They're going to want to get it onto the Broncos side as Gibbons pushes this one up. And it's going to find its way all the way back to the keeper, Garcia-Duenas. And the Broncos working it up this close side now. As that pass deflected. And it's just going to be pushed out of play there by Avendano. So a throw in here for the Broncos. As they work it in, could be the first opportunity for the Broncos or either side. Now working his way around is Lena. This one broken up and is going to result in another throw-in. Good job there by the Pioneers to just get it out as Sam Lena was working his way through a foot race for this one. Isert giving chase, but working it back to his keeper now is Winslow, one of those captains on this Broncos team. the senior out of Los Angeles. Good ball up ahead for Lena, just could not connect with it. And this throw in off from Isert, so it finds its way back to Winslow. So both teams just kind of going back and forth right now. Like I said, feeling each other out, trying to see what the tempo is going to be. As this one broken up there by Avendano. But one right back here by the Broncos. Broncos doing a good job right now, just kind of holding time of possession when they need it. And you can see the captain, Jasper Winslow, everything's going back to him when it needs to. If they're moving it back, they're moving it back to Winslow. As the Broncos are having a good setup here. Lena now with it. That one's going to result in our first corner of the night. Game 1 of 2 here at Pioneer Stadium. The women's teams for these two schools will be up next at 7 tonight. As we're going to get a couple of Broncos walking over. Back there is Fredrickson and Laguna. So a pass in, now they clear it to the far side, headed back into the box, cleared out for the time being. That shot deflected, and now worked back out. Here is Jackson. He tries to cross it through and sails it over. So the Pioneers defense stays true there, deflects a shot, was able to work it back out. Back line just kind of working it back and forth here till they spread that Broncos attack out. Those front players, as now the Pioneers working it downfield, trying to create an opportunity, as this one's going to result in a corner here for the Pioneers. Back there was McFarlane. And it looks like it's going to be Isert back to take this corner. Nobody else with him. As Isert gives the signal. Works it back through this one. Chipped into the box. Bounced around. Here's the header up and just over on top of net. Right idea there. Just could not execute on it. So the Pioneers showing off their attack there. Both teams have had their corner opportunity. Pioneers set up maybe you could say worked out just a little bit better. But both of them result in the exact same way, and that's no goal. This one back to midfield. Here come the Broncos. They're going to look to work potentially on this close side, as Gibbons is just kind of shadowing right now on Gutierrez. Now with it, working his way up, is Rafael. Works it to the far side. Broncos want to get their offensive attack set up now and try to just build some confidence, work it around, get everybody to touch it, see what they can do. But that one just off target there, coming in from McFarlane. And now here is Isert working it to this close side. With it now is Valle. Valle works back, lines up a shot, and it's deflected by the keeper, Garci Duenas. It was a good one, and it'll result in a corner here. Another one for the Pioneers, but that is something you love to see. Get on that attack early and line one up. And Julian Valle was not scared to take the shot. Back is Isert again now in that opportunity to take the corner. Isert lets it fly, goes right towards the middle, punched out there by, once again, the keeper, Garci Duenas. Pioneers still with it, though, Is this a good ball for Isert? He lets it, plays it off the bounce. Here's the header off the crossbar, and the Pioneers are on the doorstep knocking. Nobody's been home yet, though, but you love to see the momentum for the Pioneers building. You want to gain some confidence. You know the Pioneers are thinking no better time to knock off a top team than when you're on top already. Great cross there from Isert. Valle was there for the header. But like I said, just off the crossbar there on a nice attempt. As Hariyama is going to get it poked away, now a throw in. So we'll see who's going to take it. Looks like they might treat this one similar to a corner approach. They're going to send a lot of people into the box here. Drew Gibbons back. Nice place set up this one in. First contact was made there by the Broncos. Isert's there now, though, and works it all the way back out to his defender, Garcia Diaz, who chips this one up and in. Punched out by the keeper. He's out of position. And Hariyama was trying to work it through. Nobody was there, though, as the keeper was out. Garcia Duenas came out to punch that one out, but the Pioneers were there once again to just keep it on this side. So now the Broncos goal kick on the way. Garcia Duenas just goes short with it. Gives it over to Jackson, who now works it far side. That clear attempt was blocked, but the Broncos are there and they keep possession. Here is Lena now. He takes the pass, tries to line one up, deflected out in front, now cleared. Valle, good first touch to kind of push it back out closer to midfield. But once again, the Broncos are here. Now they get on the attack. Lena working his way through. Here's the cross, deflected, and a corner on the way for the Broncos. So a lot of action early here from both sides. Pioneers with a couple really good opportunities, just haven't been able to convert yet. Now we'll see what the Broncos can't do. Just a little over 10 gone here in this first half. As once again back here is Laguna in Fredrickson. Fredrickson over to Laguna. They go short. Now we'll see what they do. This one kind of broken up. Not a real good attempt there, as the two-man game of Laguna and Fredrickson was just, they were not on the same page, so a throw in now for the Pioneers. So you don't want to say a wasted corner, but it's pretty close to it, as the Broncos not getting what they want. As now we're going to have the official come over and talk to one of the sideline officials. Now I would assume it's something about the coach's box here. As Matt O'Sullivan, in his 5th season, just being told he's got to stay within the box, as we're going to get a throw in here, as Valle could not connect on that one. Ended up pushing it out. This one all the way back, now working it back through. Isert doing a good job giving chase here, as it's a little bit different of a look. Normally you'd see Aaron Farnan up there last season. As this one all the way back to Corona, dangerous, as Lena was just a couple of steps away. Now Corona's going to take his time with this one, let everybody get set up. May have had a word or two for Lena as well. Don Corona, just such a confident keeper, and he's not afraid to show it either. As this one cleared back out. Now pushed one more time by Noah Koo. Isert now back. They're going to push it all the way back to Corona. Now the Broncos are going to push up. Corona, this one, far side intended. Trying to find his man there. Naya. Broncos back with it. That one pushed through there by Winslow. Broncos trying to work on this far side. Was it deflected? They're going to say no, so a goal kick here for Corona. Just goes short with it. Now they're going to work that front around. Here is Koo with it. Dangerous touch there, but just gets it around Valle. That one headed back in after the clear from Koo. Broncos still hold possession as they're going to work this one up ahead. Could be an opportunity here as we've got ourselves a one-on-one. Here's the cross, nobody home to receive it as Corona comes out and makes the play. Great effort there from the Broncos. Fredrickson, as he was in that one-on-one, got the corner, got the cross. It was a good one. Just couldn't see that nobody was there. Giving chase, staying with them was Vera Marino. Yuto Hariyama with the header. Now a couple more. That pass from Hariyama deflected. Now the Broncos back with it. Now here comes Lena. Lena on the close side, working against the defender, gets the step. Nice tackle, though, to break it up. And now Lena's got to work it back. Fancy footwork, tripped up. And there's going to be no call here after some contact between Lena and Avendano. So head coach Matt O'Sullivan not happy, expressing his displeasure. Wanted a call there. No doubt it would have been just outside of the box. But instead, Pioneers take over. Avendano's pass up ahead intended for Isart broken up. Gibbons trying to give chase, but Broncos kind of settling in here after the early Pioneer attempts. Just dominating time of possession and where the possession is. They're spending a lot of time on that Pioneer side of the field. All the way back now to the keeper, Garcia Duenas, who now works it up close side. So a Broncos throw in, pushed up ahead. Now here comes another opportunity as Engel now worked through this one, bounced around out in front, and they let it go through. It's going to result in a goal kick now. That was another good opportunity there for the Broncos. There's nobody home. They're getting these crosses through. They're getting good opportunity. Now it's just going to be a matter of connecting on one. So Corona with it, now works it back close side. Pioneers just working it around. Now Corona, his kick was blocked, and that was supposed to be offsides before that shot was ever even taken. That's why there was no huge reaction from anybody, because it was definitely offsides as Corona tried to clear it and just tagged Mads Fredrickson. which ended up resulting in the offsides. Kind of a look what I found by Woody Angle. As now the Pioneers are just going to try to clear it down onto the Broncos side, but once again, Broncos take it back over. Angle with it on the far side now with two defenders. Now one shading off, just Drew Gibbons there. Pushed back out. Here comes the chip in. Intended for Lena. Could not get it there. And we're going to see what this call is. It's going to be a throw in here for the Broncos. They decide to go quick. They push it in. Gibbons connects on the header to push it back out. Valle cleared it. Was brought back in, but he gets it right back, and now that pass intended for Isert broken up. Throw in here for the Pioneers. Just up and over the head of Isert was the throw in. As now once again Jackson pushing it back to the far side. Trying to make something happen there. McFarland. Gibbons with a good tackle there. Could create an opportunity as that one bounced up and off the hand of one of the Pioneers. So unintentional handball turns it over. Coming up on 25 left here, and we're going to get a foul here. That'll go against James Garlick. Broncos decide to not get anything set up off the free kick, as now Lena's going to cross this one, back post, nobody there, and that one headed back out. Handful of Pioneers finishing getting warmed up. Farnan and Binda being a couple of those players to look out for this round of substitutions. That cross broken up. Almost an opportunity, as that cross was intended for Friedrichsen. But the Pioneers never let it get to him. Broncos, ever since that early flurry from the Pioneers, have really just dominated the time of possession and where the possession's been spent. Pioneers have been on their own side for a lot of it. The longer you spend over here, the more opportunities, the more likely something to happen. As this one into the box, here comes an opportunity. The cross broken up, and we're going to get another corner. So we'll see what the setup here is for the Broncos on this corner. As the kick is up. They go topside there, broken up, no real good contact. Gibbons gets there, chips it up, and we'll see what the call is. It'll be a throw-in for the Pioneers. So Lena thought maybe it was for the Broncos, but gets told, nope, it's going to go to the Pioneers. So Avendano now gets his throw-in. Intended for Isert, but headed right back over to the Pioneers side. Now a throw-in for the Broncos. Pioneers, like I said, haven't had much of an opportunity since their early attempts. Broncos settling in, doing such a good job of just controlling this game. This ball intended for Lena, but he just got tripped up, slipped, and a throw in now for Avendano. Intended for Hariyama, but he lost it. Now was working against Gutierrez. Valle gets slipped up there, and they tried to work it into the box, but Corona's there. He's going to take his time, juggle it a few times. As Corona once again just goes short with it. Now cleared up ahead. Isert and Valle were there. Gibbons chips it up ahead. Valle now working against his man. And Kuz just going to work it back to his keeper. Isert trying to take away some of those passing lanes, so they'll just clear it out. Gibbons is the lone man there. Good first touch off the header to work it in. A lot of contact here. No call yet as the scrum gets cleared and Broncos come out of the pack with it once again. Pioneers working it back to Corona. As Corona's going to let this one fly. Just a bit too much intended for Hariyama. It's a good touch there from Isert. And a good 50-50 win there by Yuto Hariyama. Hariyama works it back to the middle. Now they go far side. Pioneers back on the attack here on the counter. Here comes the attempt, deflected out in front. Pioneers just playing that scrappy style that they love. Still with it. Avendano's going to work it back. This is where the Pioneers need to control the tempo. It's a short pass. That pass broken up there by Koo, headed back out. Avendano's there. Gibbons back. Pioneers on that back line, and now we're going to give up ground all the way back to Corona as Isert now boxing his man out. Wins that ball. And now this pass up for Valle. Valle, great first touch. Now works against. Valle's going to line one up. He lets it fly. Just tipped by the keeper to push it up and over. Garci Dueña showing off why he's played in every game on a beautiful save, and Valle has had two huge opportunities. One hit the crossbar and one saved by the keeper. So a throw in here. Excuse me, a corner. After the great keeping skills. Isert. This one works its way through. Here's the shot. Is up. It's in. Pioneers strike first, ladies and gentlemen. Eugenio Perez Vera Marino puts the Pioneers up 1-0 with just under 20 to go. We're going to get some substitutions here. Aaron Farnan, George Binda to go along with Bennett Richards subbing in. And the Pioneers, we said it earlier, they were knocking at the doorstep. Just weren't able to execute, but this time they did. The defender, Perez Vera Marino, capitalizes on the opportunity. So the Pioneers lead it here over the nationally ranked Cal Poly Pomona Broncos, 1-0. Now the Pioneers need to build off this momentum and try to just control the rest of this half. Richards with a good header. Now Binda tripped up, and he's going to draw the foul here, and a yellow gets brought out. It's the first yellow of the game, first card of the game. And I believe, still looking for a number. And it looks like it's going to go against Laguna. As that one headed up, and corner on the way here for the Pioneers. Another really good opportunity, as we're going to see who goes over to take it. And it looks like it'll be the scorer, Perez Vera Marino, if I'm not mistaken. And I was mistaken, excuse me. Garcia Diaz, the junior, will be the one to take the corner. Pioneers get set up. As this one's going to go back post. Broncos were there first. But the Pioneers still with it here. That touch just a bit too much on it from Farnan there. As we try to sync up our clock here. Should be all good now. Coming up on 17 to go here in this first half. Pioneers leading 1-0. Marco Campos subbing in. Isert gets credit for the assist off that goal. Second goal of the season for Perez Vera Marino as the Pioneers work it back into the box. That cross intended for Binda. Never got there, got broken up way beforehand. Richards was trying to find his man there. As the Pioneers are going to get themselves a throw in here. Isert, his third assist of the season, leads the team in points. Should say tied with Aaron Farnan, but not anymore after that assist. As Binda works it back through. And now this one chipped all the way back to Corona, who is way out of net. Just trying to keep that pressure up. Campos now just, there are Pioneers working it around. Here comes an aggressive pass to Anaya. Now Gibbons works it back far side. Pioneers going to try to work it into the box here and get another really good opportunity. Campos. Now they work it all the way back once again. Pioneers not getting too aggressive, waiting for their opportunity as an in and out there to Farnan. Just trying to test the waters. Farnan. This one chipped up into the box, 50-50 ball. And the keeper's going to come out and make the play. Garcia Duenas goes short side with it. And Binda wins a good 50-50 there. Given the effort, now Marco Campos, the recipient off of the throw-in. Pioneers once again just slowing it back down though. Don't need to get too aggressive. Gibbons back over to Campos. Campos, nice move. Works it far side. Now back out to Gibbons. Coming up on 14 left here in this first half. Binda gets there first. This one knocked down by Richards. Now Binda's going to win it back. They're just going to take their time. Now chip it in. Intended for Farnan, but cleared out. Race to it. Pioneers want to keep it on this side of the field for as long as they can. Gibbons with a beautiful tackle coming in. Wins that possession right back. Now here comes Gibbons. The cross to Binda. Broken up. Farnan's there, though. Farnan with a good touch. Gets tripped up. No call. Farnan looks like he's holding maybe his eye. Seems to be okay. Now all the way back to Corona. Tough first touch, gives the Broncos the possession right back. Now Winslow, close side, working against Farnan. Farnan, good job poking that one back away. Now Winslow gets tripped up. And he's going to somehow, some way get back to it and be able to clear it back out towards midfield. Pioneers take back over, though. Anaya, that one touched by Gibbons, came in a little hot. Results in a throw-in. And the throw in here from the Broncos. Campos gets it poked away, was looking for a call, did not get one. Now the Broncos trying to push the issue here. That pass broken up, but one right back. Here come the Broncos with their dangerous attack. And cleared out there, which is going to result in a corner. As Anaya just wanted to get it out of there. So once again, a couple of Broncos over in the area for the corner. As Laguna looks it's Friedrichsen, goes back post, Corona comes out and makes the play. Corona's going to do his best effort to let his team get set up. Just hang out there for a second. Coming up on 10 minutes left. Pioneers' defense has been so solid here so far in this first half. Now, obviously, you want to see them finish it off strong as well in this final 10:30. But really just doing a good job breaking up all those crosses and really not having to have Corona make any spectacular, crazy saves like we've seen so far from Garcia Duenas. Has that one huge deflection off the Valle shot. Got some help from a crossbar early, too, off of a Valle header. Here comes the throw-in. Intended for Binda from Avendano. He gets it right back, though. Now Gibbons works it through. Here's Richards. Richards works it. Far side, the cross is out and still loose and somehow finds its way back into the arms of the keeper, Garcia Duenas, but another huge opportunity there as Garcia Duenas came out, made contact, and it still stayed out. We'll see what the call is here. It's going to be a throw-in here for the Broncos as we're going to get a substitution. Ethan Benham tags out Laguna. Ku on the far side works it up, now gets it right back. Binda right there. Now Binda putting the pressure on once again. Under 9 to go. Binda with a 50-50 opportunity here. As the Broncos, Finn Jackson kind of got caught up and lost it, but was able to win it back. This one loose out in front. Broncos take back over, go close side now. Here with it is Brew. Tries to make a move in Avendano, and he just bodies him out of the way. We're going to see what the call is, and it's going to be a throw in here for the Pioneers, and I think they may have stole one there, as it looks like may have gone off the foot of Avendano. Foul call. Broncos get the free kick. Now that free kick obviously pretty far out, but a lot of the corners in free kicks we've seen for the Broncos aren't like a set-up design set piece. It's been more just get the ball back into play and get their offensive attack set back up. It's been interesting to watch. Has yet to work out in the way of finding the back of the net, but still a whole lot of game left, ladies and gentlemen, as we approach that 7-minute mark here in this first half between the Broncos and Pioneers. This one crossed a little bit off target, though. Broncos still there with it, though, just putting the pressure on. Bend don't break situation here for the Pioneers. Once again, Broncos just working it around. This one deflected back out. And Richards putting the pressure on is going to get rewarded here with the throw in for the Pioneers as they try to take back some of this momentum. And that pass from Campos deflected and turned over. Here come the Broncos. Cleared back out once again, though. Now Farnan there working one-on-one with Brew. Now Koo with it. This one headed back into the box and off the head of one of the defenders for the Pioneers. Corona falls on it, and he'll have the opportunity to clear it out here. Here is Corona with a couple of Broncos attackers putting the pressure on. He's going to get it back one more time. Pioneers don't mind wasting down some clock here in this first half. Obviously want to go into halftime with that lead. You know they'd love in this final 5 to get another good opportunity, as this one from Gibbons intended for Binda just got slowed up just a bit and pushed off his line. Ends up into the keeper, so Percy Duenas works it back through. Now Koo with it. Now they come close side. Winslow. Now Winslow back with it. Here comes the cross into the box, broken up, deflected back out. Gibbons gets there first, good tackle. But the Broncos still with it. Trying to find some space to maybe get a shot off here. Nice cutback. Deflected out in front on the attempt. This one worked back in. Here's the opportunity. Corona shuts it down. Lining up the shot was Ethan Benham, but Corona was able to step in and make the play. Throw in here for the Broncos. Coming up on 3 left. This one chipped up just over the head of the intended Fredrickson. So goal kick here for Corona. That was one of the better opportunities we've seen from the Broncos. As the Broncos one more time working it through. And cleared out there. Binda giving chase. Good job there by the keeper coming all the way out. Garcia Duenas. Binda just working up top right now. As officially under 2 to go here. Broncos want to get another good look. See if they can't find the back of the net and find the equalizer. This one cleared back out. Winslow's there. Winslow with a tough touch there. Somehow works it through, though. Through a couple of Pioneers. And now here comes the attack. The cross out in front, deflected. Ball still loose. Corona dives out on top of it. It was Singh in there on the attempt. Defender in there as well for the Pioneers was James Garlick. So here is the cross in. Garlick was able to get there and break it up. Bend don't break situation there for the Pioneers. Just trying to get it cleared back out, but Winslow doing what he does, coming up and keeping the possession right where it was. Winslow now back with it. Under 30 to go. Broncos cross it through, deflected out in front, and pushed back out by Drew Gibbons. Scary situation there for the Pioneers and a golden opportunity for the Broncos as this one's up. Contact made. No call. Corona throws his hands up. And that will do it for the first half. We head to halftime. 1-0 here. Pioneers lead it. Thanks to a goal coming in from the defender, his second of the season, Eugenio Perez Vera Marino. Off the assist from Iser. So that will do it once again for the first half. Pioneers lead it over the number 18 nationally ranked Cal Poly Pomona Broncos. We'll see what they can't do in the second half. Can the Pioneers extend the lead out or just hold on to it? Or do the Broncos find the equalizer? We're going to find out when we come back. My name is Jacob Hugger with Cal State East Bay Athletics. Thank you for tuning in to the broadcast, part of the CCAA on Flow Sports. Once again, we appreciate you tuning in. We're going to go to a quick break here for halftime. But ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. And if you do come on back in about 15 minutes, we got second half action coming up next. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, for some second half action. Pioneers lead at 1-0 here in game one of 2 games today here at East Bay. The women's teams will be squaring off next. They are slated for a 7 p.m. start, but we got to wrap this one up first. Pioneers going toe-to-toe with nationally ranked Cal Poly Pomona, and have landed the first punch, 1-0, as we are underway here in half number 2. We'll see how the Broncos respond on the season. If you take a look at the stats by each half, they're a little bit more aggressive, a little bit better scoring-wise in half number 2. But not by a whole lot, nothing too crazy. As once again, here come the Broncos. Good ball up ahead. Here comes the cross deflected, now into the possession of Corona. It was deflected right to Corona off of a Pioneer. Got his foot in there. So Corona just goes quick with it. Back to that starting lineup for the Pioneers. Binda and Farnan back resting along with Richards. Isert back in. Go along with Hariyama. And Julian Valle up front. Defenders stayed pretty solid and pretty similar, as we're going to get a foul here on a 50-50 ball. Getting tripped up was Noah Koo, who was in some pain for a second, but hops back up. Goes quick with the free kick. That pass just a bit too far out in front of Hariyama, as Isert makes contact, deflects it, but ends up resulting in a throw-in here for the Pioneers. Gibbons works it over. Here comes the Pioneers' attack. Anaya works it over. Here's the cross. Chipped up, back post. Valle's there, connects on the header, but deflected out in front. Pioneers wanted a handball call, but was no call to be made. So you love to see the Pioneers get on the aggressive side of things early. They get a good opportunity as Corona playing the waiting game there. Just daring Laguna to come up. Now here come the Pioneers. That pass behind of Valle as he slides out. It was a tough setup there, as Ezekiel Anaya had nothing but real estate, tried to work it through and put it pretty far behind Valle, which resulted in that throw-in, but Pioneers back with it. This is Isert, lets it go through. Valle giving chase. Could not win the 50-50 there. Tries for the tackle. Still nothing. Looks like we're going to get a deflection off of the official, so he's going to stop play there for a second, drop it in. And a beautiful ball up ahead here. This one could be an opportunity. The cross was just up and over. But once again, Broncos still there. They work it back in. Here comes a shot deflected out in front. Rebound attempt, tripped up, and we got ourselves a penalty. Oh, excuse me, no penalty here. It's going to be a yellow going against the Broncos as we have a down Pioneer. They're going to bring the trainers out. Getting called for it. And getting the yellow was going to be Woody Ango. We're still not sure who is down for the Pioneers. But as soon as we do know, we will let you know. We are going to go to a quick break here while they get this all sorted out, and we'll be right back. And we are back. So no penalty shot is what we thought was going to be the call. It was Garcia Diaz, the defender for the Pioneers, who was down. Looks like he may have got a cleat to the face, which caused the bleeding here, as they're going to bring him over. And check him out on the sideline. In to replace him is Raftery. Now Koo with it. Gets tripped up, but a foul called. Angle goes far side with it. Beautiful touch there to break up that opportunity by Avendano. Just been so solid all night long here. Now this one into the box. Cleared back out though. Valle tried to make contact with it. Throw in on the way here. And a throw in on the way here for the Pioneers. We're going to see what the call is. It'll be a throw in here for the Pioneers. And the Broncos not happy about it. And another stoppage here as one of the assistant coaches is going to be whistled for a yellow. Some contact down there, but no call. The intensity starting to build just a bit. Gibbons with the header trying to push it back in, but ends up resulting in a throw in here for the Broncos. Broncos have it far side. As that pass is going to be broken up, here comes something for the Pioneers as they work it over. Here comes the cross. They go back post, intended for Valle, but just a bit too high, as now we have a down Pioneer behind the net. As we're going to get another stoppage here to tend to the down Pioneer. As they're going to try to get another player onto the field here. So Aaron Farnan's going to be called upon here as they're trying to get the game back underway here as the player is off the field. So .37:04 left as we get the whistle for the free kick from Isert. Capped off the head of one of the Pioneers, but nobody was able to get there. Now here comes the Broncos, showing off some speed down that close side of the field was Fredrickson. Now Fredrickson's going to get it here, dealing against Raftery. Raftery was the substitution for the first injury for the Pioneers, as that one was deflected. Now Aaron's got it. Farnan battling, loses possession. Poked away, and it's going to be a throw in here for the Pioneers. And now they're going to reverse it, as I do believe that that was the correct call, was to reverse it. Broncos not agreeing with something on the field. At halftime, a couple players had to be separated from each other on that Broncos sideline, not happy with how that first half went, disagreeing on ways to solve it. Nothing too crazy, just the way it goes sometimes. Good move made, shot up left of the post. Just made contact. Corona got froze up there, could not do much about it except sit and watch as it sails wide left of the net. So the injured Pioneer was Ezekiel Anaya. So now they have two Pioneers in the medical tent getting worked on. Farnan trying to connect on that header, just a bit high. Broncos back on that attack here, and it's a dangerous one as we're going to get a foul call here on a good tackle, it looked like. And the Broncos don't want to get set up. They just want to go quick with it. There's not a whole lot of set pieces here from this Broncos team. Here comes the opportunity. The cross is up. Pioneers are there, though, to break it up and clear it out. As once again, the cross deflected, broken up, and cleared out by the Pioneers. All the way back to the keeper, Garcia Duenas, as he works it close side over Tuku. And the Pioneers with an opportunity. Here's Isert. He cuts back, lines up a shot just wide right. And the Pioneers had one there, just could not capitalize on it. Under 34 to go here in half number 2. Raftery, good attempted tackle there. And it's going to be a goal kick here for Corona. Pioneers go short with it, now try to push one up to Isert, who boxes out his man, ends up winning it. Here comes the one-on-one. He tries to work it through to Valle, deflected. Hariyama now with it, working against a couple defenders. And another opportunity there for the Pioneers, and they just couldn't get a shot off. And we'll see if there's a call. No, great tackle. And now they're going to say goal kick here for Corona. That one just cleared out there by the Pios. Now the Broncos take back possession. And that one broken up. Drew Gibbons reading that passing lane perfectly. Now here comes Gibbons. Isert working against a couple defenders. Works it over. Here comes the chip in. Nobody there. Valle tries to play it and keep it alive. He cannot. So goal kick on the way here for Garcia Duenas. Now here come the Broncos. That cross broken up. The header is going to go wide right. Coming up on 30 left here in half number 2. Pioneers are going to take their time every opportunity that they have. As Corona with it. Broncos playing the passing lanes. They ended up taking one away there. That attempt deflected. And it goes as a corner now. So an opportunity here for the Broncos. On the corner, back the solo man to take it right now is Fredrickson. We'll see if anybody comes over, or do they let this one fly into the box? Looks like they will. Fredrickson gets the signal, lets it fly. Back post, Pioneers first there. This one drifts out and just pushed up ahead for a throw-in for the Broncos. Hariyama putting the pressure on. And now just taken away by who other than Avendano. Once again, just so solid on his side of the field tonight. As that pass broken up, Pioneers can get on the attack here as Isert has it, working with Farnan. Good ball to Farnan. Farnan now surveying, looking to make a move. Farnan runs right into a brick wall. Now working it back out, giving the Broncos that time to get right back. Landon Raftery is going to work it back. That pass intended for Hariyama. Got broken up beforehand, but then Pioneers get it right back. Julian Valle inside Gibbons. Hariyama's pass, dangerous one, broken up and pushed through by Perez Vera Marino. Now Raftery's going to get it back. He's going to work it all the way over to Corona. This is playing into the Pioneers right now. You know they want an insurance goal, but the longer the Pioneers can just hold on to the possession and just work it through, take more time off the clock, you know they're loving it. Holding on to that 1-0 lead here. One thing's for sure, Pioneers want to keep it on the Broncos side as much as possible. Hariyama gets it taken away from him. Here come the Broncos one more time. They go far side. Here comes the cross. It's up. It made it through. The header wide and high of the net. We might have another down Pioneer. We'll see if, I believe it's Raftery can continue here as he looks to be okay, and he's going to work his way back up. The header there was from Woody Angle. Good ball up ahead. That's Richards, who just subbed in. Now Farnan. Farnan makes a move, cuts left. Farnan tries to cross, deflected. Pioneers still hold possession, though. And not for long, just taken away there, and now the Broncos push it up. Here is Singh, tries to play it through. Wanted a handball call, did not get it. Potentially could have been. So Jacob Singh now in for the Broncos. Those Pioneer defenders just working it around. Hariyama with a good ball up ahead. Raftery with it. Raftery tried to send the cross through, put too much on it, ends up out of play, and the result will be a goal kick. That pass broken up. That attempt deflected once again. Farnan gets in there, and the Broncos take back over. Under 25 to go here, approaching the halfway mark of this second half after a slight mistake there from Samav, the freshman. Campos back in, tags out Yuto Hariyama. Broncos take it away from Campos. Now try to push something up ahead. Nobody there for the Broncos. As this one through, Jacob Singh putting the pressure on. Farnan wins the clear from Corona. Richards, little nutmeg action there, works it to Farnan. Farnan gets tripped up, and we're going to get a foul. The Pioneers going to take their time here with this one and now just work it back once again. That back line just working around. Perez, Vera Marino, your lone goal scorer, works it back to Corona. Dangerous clear there. It's going to be a possession back for the Broncos, as they're going to get themselves a throw in. So officially halfway through here in half number 2. Pioneers need to survive another 22 minutes and some change to knock off the number 18 nationally ranked Cal Poly Pomona Broncos. Pioneers sit alone atop of the CCAA at 2-0 in conference play. This was going to be a big test for them here tonight. So far, so good. They have passed with flying colors, but still got plenty of time left. As this one crossed through, dangerous play, but just cleared out there by the Pioneers. As that was one of the better set pieces we've seen. Just sitting alone out in front of net. Just nobody there to make a play on it for the Broncos. Broncos trying to find a way to work it into the box. Still trying to find the equalizer. Here is that cross intended for Jacob Singh, but broken up. Broncos still there. Bend don't break mentality right now from the Pioneers. You can spend as much time as you want down here. You just can't let it find the back of the net. That entry broken up, attempted there from Winslow. The pressure being put on right now by the Broncos. Winslow. That one to Jacob Singh. Contact made in the box. No call, though. Broncos still hold on to it. Attempting another cross here. They're going to make it through. Corona's there. Comes out and makes a play on it. So Jacob Singh letting the referee know he wanted a call down there, saying he was bumped off his spot on that cross. And there was definitely some contact. I don't know if it was enough to warrant a whistle or not, but it's not for me to decide. Crossfield pass finds its way over to Fredrickson. Good dump off there. But then once again, just broken up. Pioneers defense staying true. Richards tries to chip this one up ahead to Farnan, but there to break it up and take over was one of the captains, Finn Jackson. Now Jacob Singh with it. Nice dump off. That one, the attempt deflected before it ever even got to Corona. Pioneers putting their bodies on the line here, trying to break up some of these. Richards there to clear out the cross with the header. Poked back in, now pushed out in front. Cleared once again. Farnan first to it. Farnan working against a couple Broncos. Farnan gets tripped up and gets it taken away. Then Jackson does as well. Broncos still with it. Broncos building something here as they're getting that momentum back to their side. Here comes a shot, deflected out in front. Cleared back out by the defender. Who other than Avendano? Without him there, that one's going through, and we're all tied at 1. Broncos putting the pressure on right now. So Valle coming back in to go along with Ariano. They're going to take a slow jog off the field as they don't mind the clock keep winding down here. Officially under 20 to go, coming up on 17 left. So Julian Valle back in. As a throw-in on the way here for the Broncos. Kind of slowing down a little bit of that momentum, too, for the Broncos. As they had a couple opportunities, and some really good ones that just bend don't break for the Pioneers. Corona's been so solid in net so far. Had that big game against Humboldt with that late PK save to keep it 2-1. This one chipped up and in, bounced around, and the equalizer is through. So you felt it coming. The Broncos were building momentum, getting good opportunities, and they're able to find one with 16:16 left here in the second half, and we are all knotted up at 1. It was hard to see who was in there on the attempt. And it's going to be Max Laguna. So coming up on 15 left. And now they're going to give the throw in to the Broncos, saying the Pioneers were moving up too much. Cannot say I've seen that one so far this season, but there's a first for everything. Laguna finds the equalizer, and we are all knotted up here at 1. Under 15 to go. Can the Pioneers bounce back, or can the Broncos find what they need to break it up? Broncos have dominated as of late here. Just keeping this ball on the Pioneer side, the possession, as Gibbons breaks up the cross. Pioneers really haven't even sniffed the other side of the field here as of late. But that was what we were talking about, was the Broncos just being on the doorstep. They had so many opportunities. And when they were able to just dominate time of possession like that, and like they still currently are, and spending it all down in that dangerous area for the Pioneers, sooner or later something's going to work out and something's going to find its way to the back of that net. And that's what we eventually saw. So the bend don't break ended up breaking. We're all knotted up at 1 thanks to Max Laguna. Broncos still just hanging out on this side of the field. That cross to the backside, pushed back in. Beautiful save by Corona on the Jacob Singh attempt. I don't know how he did it, ladies and gentlemen. Just stuck the leg out and was able to shut it down. Corona keeping this a tied game. Here comes another one into the box. Here's Singh once again, and he whiffed on the shot. The Pioneers got to start finding a way to get it out of here. It'll start with a good kick here coming from Corona. Maybe just push it back downfield. But Corona with a absolutely amazing save. Total shots so far, 17-11. The Broncos favored there. Five shots on goal as opposed to the Pioneers' 4, so just maybe a few more quality looks there. 3 yellow cards for the Broncos so far, none for the Pios. So far in this second half, you look at just kind of the shots and what it's looked like. 12 shots for the Broncos as opposed to the Pioneers' 3 here in the second half. As Corona comes out and makes a play on the ball there, it's going to be able to clear it back out. But 12-3 on shots. It's just not a great recipe for success if you're the Pioneers. Three of those 12 shots were on goal. As Gibbons over to Farnan, now back. Pioneers got to try to find some momentum here and build off of it. Perez Vera Marino tried to work it up, but taken away. Now here come the Broncos one more time. They work it far side. This one cleared back up. So under 10 to go, ladies and gentlemen. Will either team break up the tie? Well, the Pioneers have their first conference tie of the season. We're going to find out. Gibbons with a nice tackle there. And now Farnan takes over. No whistle. One of the Broncos got tripped up as Farnan gets tackled. Pioneers go quick with it. They try to work it in. Here comes the opportunity. Shot deflected out in front. Rebound right back out. just off the pass to Valle. And now the Broncos look to go quick. Intensity picking up, and head coach of Cal Poly Pomona, Matt O'Sullivan, not happy with the referee. After making contact with one of the Broncos, to then go along with, looked like he may have been about to give a card out. But let the game play on. Here's Farnan. Now over. Good opportunity brewing here as Anaya with it, coming down the close side. Little stutter step. Anaya the cross. Out in front. Pioneers wanted a handball but did not get it as it's cleared out for a throw-in. Coming up on 8 left. Isert in for Campos. Hariyama in for Farnan. Or switch that. Isert in for Farnan. And Hariyama in for Campos. Throw in on the way. Under 8 to go. Pioneers with a golden opportunity there, just could not capitalize. That pass deflected, broken up. Now here come the Pioneers one more time. That one for Hariyama, and they're going to get him for a handball. As we're going to get a stoppage now, and Hariyama's going to get a yellow. So 7:19 left. Hariyama gets the yellow. Avendano there. Now back out towards midfield. Valle battling in there. Could not win it. Now Hariyama gets pushed off his spot. Broncos with it. That one deflected on the pass. Broncos just seem like they want those that 50-50 a little bit more. As they win another one here. Now getting dangerously close inside the box. Deflected. And the call is going to be a goal kick. Isert now works it over. Pioneers have numbers going the other way. Nice cut back. Now in. This one chipped backside. Valle's there, connects on the header, and it's saved by the defender. What a play by both teams there as it's back into the box intended for Isert. Broken up. Pioneers are there. As this one chipped up and over. And it'll be a goal kick. What a save made there by the defender for the Broncos. I believe Finn Jackson was in there and made that play. As the clock was stopped there, so we're going to let it catch up on our side. By just a handful of seconds. Isert giving chase to that one. And a foul called here against the Pioneers. The bench does not like it. Good ball up ahead, broken up by the Pioneers. This one dropped in. Gibbons makes contact, and he's going to give way to Corona, who comes out and makes the play on the ball. As Corona's going to let this one fly. Gibbons pushed on that one. A lot of contact on both sides. As now Hariyama with it, just didn't get a great first touch there, as he may have been able to line one up. Drew Gibbons down. Looks like he might be cramping up. As Hariyama makes the move through, and it's going to be a corner for the Pioneers, as diving out was Garcia Duenas, and Drew Gibbons hits the deck after the cramp up. So the trainer out working on Drew Gibbons. As he's going to take the rest. So that should be it for Drew Gibbons. So here is the corner attempt. They go backside, tipped. Raftery with it. Raftery's attempt is going to be blocked. So another corner opportunity here for the Pioneers. It's going to be Isert to take it. As Isert lets it fly back post. Broken up. And now the Broncos mount the counter. They got numbers going the other way. Corona retreating back to net. Here comes the opportunity. The shot is up and Corona's there. Makes the play. Under 3 to go. Broncos working around trying to find that one more opportunity. Both teams are going to be as locked in as possible. Neither team wants to make the mistake that leads to the game-winning goal here in the final 3. Here comes the Broncos. That one poked away. Great job there by the Pioneers to stay solid. Anaya does a good job of breaking it up. This one pushed into the box, broken up, and now pushed back away. So the Broncos cross it out in front. Corona makes the save. The ball's still loose. Broncos close it. So we have what I believe is going to be an offside call to take it away. So it's going to be a no goal as the Pioneers immediately threw the hand up. So it will be a no-goal offsides call. Pioneers dodge one. As now we are back underway here for the final minute 40. Absolutely wild here at the Pioneer Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. The Broncos didn't know it either. They thought they had just won it. Found the game-winning goal with under 2 to go. But an offsides call takes it away. Broncos still not giving up on the opportunities. If there was ever a time the Pioneers defense had to lock in was right now. Isert now with it. Isert with a little one-on-one action. And Isert's going to be called for the foul. Under a minute to go here. Can the Pioneers survive the final 40? Here come the Broncos. That one tipped away. They're going to go quick with it on the throw-in. Under 30 seconds to go. This is going to be your last opportunity for the Broncos as the throw-in's into the box. Avendano connects on the header to push it back out. Here is the cross. It's up. Corona makes the save. Corona diving out to make the save. As the final seconds wind down, and that's going to do it. The Broncos bury it as time was expiring. Absolute heartbreak for the Pioneers and pandemonium for the Broncos. Absolutely unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. The Broncos never gave up, stayed with it the whole way, and as time expires, the game winner finds the back of the net. The Broncos are going to take it, ladies and gentlemen. Final score 2-1 in a absolutely wild finish here at the Pioneer Stadium. Fantastic game to be a part of and get to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, Pioneers were holding on, but with time expiring, the final goal to close it out. We still don't have word on who the official scorer was. And it's going to be Max Laguna is going to get credit for it. So 2 on the night for Laguna. And that is going to do it for the broadcast. This takes Cal Poly Pomona to 7-1-2 overall and 2-0-1 in conference. That's going to move your Pioneers to 3-5-1 overall and a conference record of 2-1. Ladies and gentlemen, it was an absolute pleasure being here tonight with you on the call for what was a potential Game of the Year candidate right there. My name is Jacob Harker with Cal State East Bay Athletics. Thank you for tuning into the broadcast, a part of the CCAA on Flow Sports, and we will see you next time